Are you prepared to be immersed into the realism that is gray zone warfare? Keep up because I will be quick and to the point. Stay tuned for exclusive and revealing information that no one else is bringing to the table. Today I will be covering 2 suggestions from the community based around realism, Devlog 3, along with a few concerning things, and LZs and their mechanics. So stick around and give me some feedback, and don't be afraid to post your thoughts in that comment section below. First up, major shout out to Kusho for this amazing idea. I suggest you go check out his post and leave your insight. Mag malfunction and braking. The basics behind this post is that realistically, if you're shot where you have your spare mags and they are hit, then it would cause damage, possibly to the point where they are improperly functioning and need to be repaired. Kusho suggested that you can repair the mags in the field. This would be a huge realism aspect, but also a major turnoff to some players. So this is what I suggest. Tie these realism aspects to a difficulty level, as well as a setting screen where you can toggle on and off some aspects that you do not like. Of course, unless dealing with PvP, because this would need to be in balance, to be fair. This seems like the most perfect solution to keep both casual and hardcore players very interested for years to come. Come tell me what you think in the comment section below. Now on to a very unique but realistic aspect that has a 99% chance to be added to the game. But first, so many of you are not subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoy this content, please come support me by clicking that sub button at the bottom. It's free. Now let's finish this up. There were a few people that have mentioned this previously, but the one that stuck out to me the most is Toticus, about a basic ghillie suit construction mechanic along with in-game deterioration of the ghillie suit. Now tell me in the comments section what type of person does not want to see this added to the game. This would be such a great mechanic because it adds realism and can help those lone wolf solo players. Marksmen are the ones that's usually using ghillie suits, which means you more than likely will be providing overwatch of some sorts from a vantage point. So having this extra concealment would be very ideal. I really hope they consider putting this into the game because this is a realistic aspect that operators actually do in the field with their own surroundings. Also, for those who think this is too realistic and you will constantly encounter campers, then bring thermals. But there should be some balancing around this, like you can only use light armor with ghillies. I don't know, something like that. We just need more community feedback. With that being said, let's move on. Now for the LZs and their mechanics. These are things I would love to speculate on as well as give my opinion along with some of the community's insight. So let's get started with some questions, beginning with, can you hot drop? This would be an awesome feature. Let me explain. So as far as we know, the LZs may be free or may cost something. But let's say for a second you can pay money to have the little bird hot drop you in a specific location on the map. I feel this would be a great feature because if you died and you wanted to get back to your expensive gear, you should be able to get a little bit closer if you paid more, right? Even if it means chancing getting shot out of that said little bird. Which leads me to my next question. Can you get shot out of the little bird? And can you shoot back while in flight? I feel that you should be able to do this for realism's sake. Ultimately, it's your decision. You can play it safe and go boots on the ground, or you can take that risk and save time by infilling to a location with a little bird. But if you do take that risk, you should be able to shoot from the little bird as well as being shot back at from the ground. When you call in an exfil, how does that look? I feel it would look like this. You physically call in via radio or menu. When you do this, can you choose your drop-off point or do you have to go back to the main base? In my opinion, you should be able to choose and change the location to wherever you want as long as the LZs are discovered. If you are engaged before landing, can you tell the pilot to take off to another LZ? I think this would almost have to be a feature because no one wants to drop into any ambush situation. Maybe the helicopter pilot should just automatically bug out if they get shot at. Do you share helicopters with other teams in your faction, and do you have to wait for the helicopter to come back to base before you can go to your infill point? And can helicopters be brought down if the tail rotors hit? And can they be blown up? What are your thoughts on this? Now for what you have all been waiting for, Devlog 3 and my insights. There are so many people that have covered Devlog 3, ShowXR, Luna, Rilo, Timmy, Bob Swaggart, and Gecko. And that's just to name a few, so I won't go into depth like they did. I'm mainly going to quickly point out some key features that are important and were missed, as well as my opinion and insights, of course. In this picture, I would like to notify you that there is a compass and a stamina bar. Not sure exactly what or how the stamina bar is going to work, and just to point out that compass does have a waypoint. But is that a missions waypoint or a waypoint you can set? We do not know yet. What does this location look like? Is it a sort of bunker or a fallout shelter? To me, it looks just like a bunker and possibly could be a lab of some sorts, because look at what's hanging on the walls. Is that not a radiation suit? Does this confirm chemical and bio warfare that led to the event? Who knows? I would really love these questions answered, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, on to what I think is the most controversial topic surrounding Devlog 3. There will only be 8 guns in the game. I know, I checked that multiple times too, but you have to think and look at the big perspective. Look at how in-depth and realistic they are going into Grayzone, as well as each weapon platform. These platforms will have so deep of an analysis, it's going to be unreal. I know there will only be 8 weapons, but they will be highly customizable with 400 interchangeable parts. Feedback is very important in building a great game, so if you want to leave some, stop by that comment section and don't forget to like and subscribe.